Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Like I promised yesterday, I'm going to talk about one yog every day as per Vedic astrology, which exists in your chart. So, today I am going to talk about a very important yog, rather dosh, which is called as Kemadrum Dosh in your Kundli. What is Kemadrum Dosh? How does it happen and how is it formed in your chart? If you see in your chart and you find that moon, the planet moon, is placed in isolation, which means that there are no planets on the left hand side or the right hand side to the planet moon, then it forms a Kemadrum Dosh. Or you can say that there is no planet in the second house or the 12th house to the moon, where is it placed, then it forms Kemadrum Dosh. Since Rahu and Ketu are shadow planets, if Rahu or Ketu are placed on either side, then also formation of Kemadrum Dosh takes place. So, what is Kemadrum Dosh and what effect does it have on a normal person's life? As I have mentioned in my earlier videos, that moon is uh, basically, I mean, this dosh happens because of moon in isolation, and moon moon in Vedic astrology represents your mother, your sensitivity, your mental stability, the way you think, the way you feel. As we all know that moon is the fastest planet in the solar system. It changes its speed, and it travels in the complete zodiac in a span of 27 days, and hence that makes it the fastest in the solar system. So uh, this, like I said, also represents your mother. And what effect does it have on a person when this yoga is formed? So let us go in shortly, house by house. If moon is placed in isolation in the first house, that is your lagna, the person may find himself into depression. The person may also find himself deprived of money, wealth, etc. If moon is in the second house being of speech and communication and also of accumulated wealth, and if it is found in isolation in the second house of your horoscope, then this is the worst affected in terms of money. I have found in many charts that people who actually were doing very well in their lives, suddenly in a fortnight they lose everything what they have, what they had. uh, if moon is there in the third house in isolation forming the Kemadrum Dosh, then you may have problems with your brothers and sisters. You may do small journeys, short journeys, which are not conclusive, which do not give any favorable results. It may give you a life full of struggles. Moon in the fourth house affects your internal peace. It also affects your relationship with the mother. Mother may have a bitter relationship with you, or she may, end up all the relationship with you. Fifth house represents love affairs, temporary shelters, your education, your children. Moon in isolation, forming Kemadrum Dosh in fifth house, may give you problems with your child, problems in your early part of your education, problem in your love affairs, uh, getting emotional, over emotional in your love affairs, and being unsuccessful. Uh, Kemadrum Dosh in fifth house gives such kind of results. Sixth house may give you some hidden enemies. Uh, Seventh house, being the house of partner and marriage, may make your spouse unwell, unhealthy, early demise, divorce, or problem in partnership and business. Eighth house, being the house of demise, death, uh, it may give you bad health, sudden death, mysterious death. Ninth house being the house of luck, fortune, father, it may not make you lucky always. Tenth house being the house of your profession, career, may give you hidden enemies in the place of your work, may make you unsuccessful in your professional life. 11th house being the house of income may devoid you of consistent income. And finally, 12th house being the house of foreign land, isolation, hospitalization, mental asylum, may give negative results pertaining to these subjects. Does this yoga get cancelled? Is there any way that it gets cancelled in your horoscope? Yes, it does get cancelled. If Jupiter is placed 4th, 7th, or 10th house from the placement of moon, then definitely this yoga will get cancelled. For example, if moon is placed in your third house, and fourth house from your third house is third, fourth, fifth, sixth. So if Jupiter is placed sixth house and moon is placed in the third house, then this yoga gets cancelled. Likewise, seventh house, likewise, 10th house from the placement of the moon. It definitely gets cancelled. Few of the famous personalities which had this yoga, or rather dosh, Michael Jackson. We all know about his early demise. He got into drugs and got into isolation, got into depression, and he had an early demise. He had everything, but Kemadrum Dosh had a very bad effect on him. Our beloved late Prime Minister Lal Bahadur Shastri had Kemadrum Dosh in his Lagna chart. Moon was in 8th house. Just imagine, I mean, see, astrology is so, it carries so much of truthness, so much of facts. Lal Bahadur Shastri's death was extremely mysterious, and it is said that he was poisoned, and it happened in the night hours. And moon being placed in the eighth house also depicts death due to poison. Eighth house also depicts mysteriousness. Eighth house is the house of demise, and this is exactly what happened with him. Our famous actress Rekha, daughter of Gemini Ganeshan, she had she has moon in her third house. It is a known fact that her father, Gemini Ganeshan, she did not get the support of her father in her early days, in her school days or college days, or even early days of struggle. She had to struggle a lot. And Gemini Ganeshan had other children, so she did not have a very favorable relationship with her cousins and with her brothers and sisters, with younger siblings, etc. Because Moon was placed in the third house, and third house is also the house of siblings and younger brothers and sisters. But since Venus was placed 10th from Moon, that's why she struggled and came out of it. And finally, she became a renowned actress. But the fact remains that she still is single, and she saw days of isolation. She saw, days of depression. There's no two ways about it. So, Rekha, Lal Bahadur Shastri, Michael Jackson are three very known examples of this. And when does Kemadrum Dosh shows its effect? Many people ask me, many people who consult with me, Kemadrum Dosh is not a dosh which is going to give you a lifelong effect. This dosh is largely experienced during the Moon Mahadasha. So, if you're running a Moon Mahadasha, and if you're having a Kemadrum Dosh, it depends on which house it is placed. The results will be largely pertaining to that house, and also the Rashi, the Lord of the Rashi, where that Lord is placed in the chart. And also, Moon has its only one drishti, that is seven drishti from where it's placed. So, if it's placed in the fourth house, it will look at the seven houses from the fourth house, which makes it the 10th house. So it's going to affect that house. So Kemadrum Dosh largely gives the effect during the Chandrama Mahadasha, Moon Mahadasha, which lasts for 10 years, or during the Antardasha and the Sukshma Dasha of the other Mahadasha. So when you are running a Jupiter Mahadasha and when you are going to face the Chandrama Antardasha in that, the negative results will be shown. And like I said, it will be shown largely affecting the houses in which it was placed. So there's nothing much to worry about. People say, many astrologers call it as Daridra Yoga also, but it will become a Daridra Yoga only if it is sitting in the second house, because second house is a house of accumulated wealth, your bank balance. And if Moon is found in isolation there without Jupiter being placed 4th, 7th, or 10th from Moon, then only Kemadrum Dosh will come into play. One. Two, Kemadrum Dosh also needs to be finalized and concluded if it is available in the Navans chart. If it's only available in the Lagna chart, it may not be so robust in its consequences. So it also needs confirmation from its Navansh chart. Like I have said earlier, if Lagna chart is your body, Navansh is your soul. So no conclusion in astrology can be brought only by studying the permutations and combinations of your Lagna chart. Your Navansh has to be equally evaluated along with the degrees of moon and what other planets are aspecting moon. So if Jupiter has a good aspect, this yoga gets cancelled. And of course, if Chandrama is weak, uh, less than 1 degrees or greater than 29 degrees, then also the effects of this yoga will get cancelled. I mean, minimized. Chandrama should be in isolation. It should not be placed in conjunction with any other planet like Ketu or Mangal or Surya. Then this yoga does not get into formation. If you want to know the remedies, and if you feel that this dosh is there in your horoscope, if you want to consult about getting rid of these ill effects, and if you need any guidance, please do call me at 9742 881188. I'll be more than happy to assist you, guide you, and after, of course, studying your chart in detail. And one thing I would like to say about this dosh is that first, God has to give you, then only it will take what it has been given. I mean, Kemadrum Dosh, when astrologers say it's a Daridra Dosh, it will snatch of your wealth, of your peace of mind, or whatever. First, it has to give you to snatch that from you. So, first, you have to earn money so that you lose it. So, like I said, nothing, don't worry too much about it. Yes, if it is confirmed both in Lagna chart, Navansh chart, and there is no good aspect of Jupiter, like I have explained, then it is a cause of worry. If moon is totally in isolation, you will find certain people, they are totally depressed, they don't have a guidance in life, they don't have a objective in life, they don't have a aspiration or ambition in life, they don't know what to do, they don't know how to take their life forward. uh, if you have seen the film, the famous film of Hrithik Roshan, Laksh, uh, it clearly shows that he did not have any clue what to do with his life. That is one of the examples of Kemadrum Dosh, that when a person has everything but he doesn't have an objective in life, he doesn't know what to do, he doesn't know how to proceed further. That is also one of the symptoms of Kemadrum Dosh. But like I said, every dosh has some nivaran, some remedy, some simple remedy, which can be discussed in detail. So this was my small analysis about Kemadrum Dosh. In case you have liked this video and if you feel that you need any consultation, please do reach out to me. I'll be more than glad to assist you, help you. Thank you very much for watching this video. Please do like and share amongst your friends. This is astrologer Yash Chandra signing off for now. Tomorrow again I'll be coming and talking about a yoga, a different yoga, which may be helpful to you in your daily lives. Thank you very much for watching me. Thank you.